How's it going, YouTube? Today we are talking about Epic 7 and some very important 3-star artifacts, ones you're not going to want to sell. So for those of you who are new to Epic 7, artifacts are a type of equipment for your units which improve their abilities by adding some extra attack, some extra health, and a special passive ability that gives you that little extra boost. Now, in most games with equipment and rarities, the low rarity stuff is just kind of junk that you toss away into the high rarity stuff, or you sell it for some gold. Yeah. But in Epic 7, there are a few 3-star artifacts that you're gonna want to keep, you're gonna want to hold on, and there's one that you absolutely need. You do not want to be selling these. Do not make that mistake. So let's get right to it. The first artifact, the most important one, you do not want to be selling this, is Daydream Joker. Now, its ability adds additional damage onto your attacks that is gonna do 3%, up to 3% of your opponent's max HP as additional damage. This makes it a beast for PvE and an absolute necessity for a lot of the bosses that you need to grind in this game, okay? It is extremely important. You do not want to be selling these. I'm just going to say that over and over again. And it is good to know as well that additional damage is getting calculated in before your critical damage. So you're gonna slap one of your Daydream Jokers on your damage dealer. You're gonna slap as much crit damage as you can, and you're gonna see your damage go through the roof, okay? So do not sleep on the Daydream Joker, all right? Daydreaming, okay, don't sleep. So next we're gonna talk about the 3 other 3-star artifacts that I think you need to hold on to, at least, I would say at least one fully limit broken copy, which means you can get it to the max level, get the max value out of it. And the first is gonna be Prophetic Candlestick. Now this artifact, reducing your skill cooldowns, that is great in any game. And this one, when you max it out, 40% chance whenever you're attacked to reduce your skill cooldowns by 1. It can make it really powerful for tanking up in PvE. I've seen some people use it in PvP too. Not as common, but just combining that skill cooldown can just skyrocket your tankiness, especially with certain soul weavers. The second artifact I think you need to hold on to, I guess the third technically, is called Cursed Compass. Now, this increases your effectiveness by up 50% at max level at the beginning of the battle for just that one turn. And increasing your chance to inflict debuffs, it's like, that might not be that good, because once you go past 100% chance, then it doesn't get any better than that. And it's only for one turn, but do not sleep on the Cursed Compass, because when you combine it with those powerful debuffer units, you can really just ensure that you get the debuffs onto your opponent, and that one turn, that first opening move, you can decide a PvP match just right then and there. So people are using Cursed Compass, not super common, but it has its uses, so don't sleep on this one either, and probably want to keep at least one of these guys around. For the third artifact, this one I wasn't sure about putting on this, but I think it is important enough to put on here, and it is the Exorcist tonfa. Now, many of you veteran players may disagree with me on this one, but hear me out. What this one does is it increases your damage by 16% at max level when your opponent has 50% or more HP. This is gonna increase the damage on your damage dealers. If you're trying to make units that one-shot, that one-tap your opponent, just a massive increase into your damage output for your DPSs, which is invaluable. And the reason why I hesitated to put this one on the list is because it has just strictly better versions of it as you go up in the higher rarities. At 4-star, you have Portrait of the Savers, which just does 20% damage increase, just straight up better. You've got Symbol of Unity in the 5-star, which adds an extra hit percent chance, which means you're not going to be missing as often. And it's still got the 16% damage boost on top of it. So why would you want Exorcist tonfa? And the reason why it's on here is because of those 2 artifacts I mentioned. One, Portrait of the Saviors, is a Guilty Gear event exclusive artifact, and you know this event, it may or may not ever come back, so you may not even have a chance to use it. And for the second one, Symbol of Unity, it is a Guild War artifact. It can take a long time to build up the Guild War currency to get Symbol of Unities, much less to get it max limit broken, which means you need 5 extra copies to be able to max level it. So having an Exorcist tonfa, at least one of them around that you can max limit break easily, get those copies easier, and get that 16% damage if you really need it on your DPS, can be much more valuable. It's a much easier way to access this, and a little bit less uncertain than things like Portrait. So that's why I recommend you probably want to hold on to these just in case you find yourself needing an Exorcist tonfa. And that's all I have for this video. I hope you all enjoyed learning about the 4 really, one you need, 3 you should probably hold on to are 3-star artifacts that are quite powerful within Epic 7. You cannot sleep even on the lower rarities in this game. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Welcome if you're new to Epic 7. I hope this video was at least a little bit useful to you, and thank you so much for watching this far. I really appreciate it. And as we always do on the channel, keep on learning, having some fun with me, Durian, and I'll see you in another video. Peace.